Are we miserable, and do we want to be happy? Simple questions. We are miserable in time, in space, in relationship, miserable means what? Stress, anxiety, duality, conflict, problems, suffering in our life. Miserable also means that, sometimes we feel, I feel too much depressed. Desolation, isolation. Nobody is there to love me. Why someone loves you? Why one should love you? Why? Nobody cares me, why one should care you? So because you think in that manner, you feel miserable. Why one should care? Someone told me that, I'm crazy, yes, then I feel miserable. So how do we understand that with reference to the mind? First thing, to understand that we are miserable when the mind is other-oriented. When the mind is thinking about others, you are crazy, you are good, you don't remember. I had a client, and she came to me and she was totally depressed and she felt miserable. I said, what happened? I was with my honey. Honey is a very important word in modern words. So I was with my honey and he did not wish me my birthday wish. And on my birthday I spent the whole day and night with him. At 12 o'clock in the midnight he remembered. When the mind is other oriented, you become miserable. Why Marina is not looking at me? If she doesn't look at me, then I feel miserable. That is being other-oriented. No, I'm giving an example. There are many examples. That is the first thing we need to understand. That if the mind changes the direction, you're happy, self-contented. Second thing, this mind plays with the dualities that is known as a tossing. You like what I say, I'm a good person. You dislike me, what I'm saying to you. So that likes and dislike comes from your mind. Can you become aware of that? Are you aware of that liking and disliking all the time? Just maintain your awareness, and that is enough. Third thing, we take extra care to our neighbors. Who are the neighbors? How many neighbors you have? How many neighbors you have? Understand, that is a very deeper principles of Eastern wisdom. Neighbors, that is outside you, outside your home. So what is outside real you? The outermost layer is relations. Enjoy that, whatever it is. Simply live into that state. No reaction. First. Second is this body. The moment you feel little pain your mind gets obsessed with that pain. It doesn't become aware, it doesn't take care. But deeper than that, there is a pain which is known as emotional pain that hurts you, that drains your energy, that drains our energy, that makes us miserable. So the idea of understanding being miserable comes from emotions and thinking. I think you are good. Okay, the world is good. I think you are bad because you are related to me, so you are miserable. So all these traits, negative traits of the mind, start working together, you become miserable. The happiness is gone, peace is gone, stress is gone. So our program is based on understanding how not to be miserable. You need to contemplate. You need to contemplate. Every day, when you wake up in the morning, the first few minutes, find out, is the mind self-oriented or other-oriented? If it is other-oriented, you are bound to be miserable. Even if you think of your daughter. She is also other-oriented, you see that? That is the first. In the second, then Eastern wisdom says that this emotion, energy, mind, they all have a very interconnected relationship. You feel emotionally upset and you start breathing deep, silent and slow breathing, you undergo a change in your emotion. You do it fast breathing, your thinking pattern stops for a while. So there comes the principle that when you release the energy from the subconscious and your habitual patterns, what happens? The mind is purified. The moment the mind is purified, you ask this mind to go deeper. And going deeper is awakening. What is awakening? Awakening to our real nature, awakening to our peace and happiness. Peace and happiness is always within you. My master always used to say, "O mind, be at peace, this will also pass." Always. Anybody used to go to him, are you talking or your mind is talking? My mind. Tell your mind, "Oh mind, be at peace, this will also pass." Become aware of it. Now that has gone deep inside, in spite of any problem, challenges in your life, you return your mind from outside to inside. That is the journey of active meditation that I call Kundalini meditation, and that also includes some of the other practices from the Tantra tradition. First step, to discover that the mind can live in happy, relaxed, and steady state. That is the first step that we are going to do practically. Second step, we will release the energy from those emotions and the thinking pattern that makes us miserable. Third thing, we balance it, we harmonize it. Means bring a synergy of the emotion, mind, breath, and the body together. That is another meaning of living in the present moment. And the fourth section, we will continue to make the journey to awaken within ourselves. Can you tell me, say yes or no, can you become miserable by yourself? Can you ever become miserable by yourself?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
How? You are not the mind. Come on. I know what you're saying. You're not the mind. You're not your emotions. You're not the body. How you can become miserable by yourself? Until your mind says, this guy is crazy, then only you become miserable. But you're not your mind.
But who you are then? If you're not your mind,
Who are you?
body, you're not your...
You are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the emotions. You use them, they are the instruments. You are the real self, and that real self is of the nature of peace and happiness. That is what we discover in meditation. We are always of the nature of peace and happiness. Mind comes in front of you as a curtain. You are in peace and happiness here, the mind comes in between. Mind says, Marina is good. So, I feel, oh, Marina, she is good. But now if the mind is dropped, real self comes. Then you always move, live and act in peace and happiness. That is the discovery of meditation. Any journey of meditation practices. Today you have understood. Today you got it. Let us start. Let's start with our journey. First section, I told you, we will follow what we discussed. And please, for God's sake, don't feel miserable doing meditation. So, then, my job would be feel easy, feel comfortable. You sit or lie down. Whatever is most comfortable to you, adopt that position. I have no problem. I don't go by rituals. I go by you guys who are more important to me. The way you feel you want to treat the journey, lie down, sit. When you sit, put your hands on the knees facing up and eyes are closed gently. If you're lying down, lie down on your back. Your hands are on the floor or the mat facing up and eyes are closed gently. Happy, relaxed, steady. Now for a moment when your eyes are closed, look inside and find you are with yourself only. Mind comes, say thank you. Emotion comes, say thank you. You feel the sensation, thank you. You are only with yourself. The moment you are with yourself, you are happy. But yes, the mind says, but my honey, my son, my daughter, my relations, my money, my car. Become aware of this. Second step. The moment you do not support the mind that is doing something even now, you become relaxed. It is so easy. It is natural. It is something like there is a traffic jam, there are a lot of noises, hustle and bustle outside, and you move inside the studio. You find the right temperature, a place to sit or lie down, ready to meditate. You see that? So what is the lesson? That the mind is unnecessarily pokes its nose in what is happening outside. What is happening with your neighbors? Who are your neighbors? Body, breath, mind, emotions. The moment you are aware they are your neighbors, do you really do something to the neighbors when you are inside your home? Nothing. See it, the practical side of it. It means the thought comes, you are okay, let it come and go. Feeling comes, let it come and go. Sensation is there in the mind, let it come and go. Look at it, how easy, how natural it is. What it needs? I should be aware that I'm not the mind. I should be aware that I'm not the body, I'm not the sensation, I'm okay. Meditation is not a journey that you are okay, then I'm okay. Meditation is a reverse journey. I'm okay, the world is okay. Third point, steadiness. Because the subconscious, habitual, conditioned mind is constantly doing something. It is awfully busy. I was reading one article day before yesterday. It says that during the day, we pick up our smartphone approximately 100 times. It means the mind wants to do something. Out of 100 times, maximum 1 or 2 times or 3 times, it is essential. Find out, try to do this step at your home every day, happy, relaxed, and steady state. So when you are in the happy, relaxed, and steady state, the journey begins with a right intention in a right direction. Look deep inside your heart. Adding one more point here in the section 1. Let me discover peace and happiness within. Mama antah karane shantere avirbhava. Let that peace present within, let me allow it to manifest into all my neighbors, my body, breath, mind, emotions. My friends, I never take you to any mystical journey. I don't talk those things. That makes you more miserable in a later date. First step is done. Second section is we release the energy from the unconsciousness. And in that unconsciousness, there are contents, thoughts, feelings, past demises, experiences, worries, regrets that makes us miserable. So every section must be completed. That completes the journey. Let us start with the second section. Look deep inside the forehead. Start breathing long, hissing in the fast breath through both the nostrils. Mind has to make an effort in the right direction, belly and the chest. You inhale into the belly and the chest. Belly in the chest. Continue. What is guided meditation? The teacher gives his or her mind to you. I have given my mind through these simple instructions. Don't allow your mind to interfere. How your mind will interfere? It will say, no, I feel exhausted. Let me stop it. Let me not do it. So don't allow your mind to work now. And stop it. We will experience if there is a change. It is you have to learn from your experiences. Look at the head and the neck. And now experience there is a sensation, relaxation and the stillness. It was also there. But now the degree, the quality is more. Why? We are purifying the mind. That is how the Eastern wisdom talks about it. You purify the mind through a lot of breathing practices, and the second goal, you gain a natural focus when the mind always looks inside. Look at both the arms, sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. I'm not saying in imposing that experience on you. You are the judge. You learn from your experiences. Look at both the legs. You feel the sensation, relaxation, and the stillness, entire body, from the top to the toes, entire body. We'll continue the purification of the mind. Look inside the rib cage and start breathing, quick and the fast breathing through the chest. Expansion of the chest and the contraction continues. Expansion and the contraction. You keep looking inside the heart, in the space. Don't you drive sometime very fast when you see the highway is empty, there is no traffic? Same thing. Continue. Quick and fast. Do you remember it is guided meditation? What it means? I have given you my mind. Single mind is given to you all. Means you are not working through your mind during the practice. So simple to understand. And stop it. Look at the entire body. This one neighbor. Look at this neighbor. That is your body. Experience the sensation, relaxation and the stillness. Move the mind again on the entire body and just experience the sensation, relaxation and stillness. What did we discuss in the talk? What makes us miserable? The mind, 99.9999% remains other-oriented. That is one major cause. What we are doing? Purifying the mind, becoming self-oriented, bringing the focus deeper inside, releasing the garbage. Look inside the belly, start breathing long and the fast breath from the belly. Noisy breath, belly goes up and drops down. Inhale, the belly expands. Come on, continue the journey. Continue the journey. And stop it. You see that you get some changes. They are experiences that you get in every session. And gradually, the mind becomes more and more aware of the new experiences. Then what happens? It settles down. And then you know what is going to happen. Start breathing deep, silent, and slow. That is another way to maintain your awareness inside and deep, silent, and slow breathing. First into the belly, then into the chest, up to the collarbone. We are transitioning into the third section. Balancing, harmony, synergy. Synergy of what? Body, breath, brain, mind. So when that synergy takes place, the mind has nothing to see outside. Mind stops doing anything. And that is the point from where we go for an awakening. Such a simple way to understand. Deep, silent, slow breathing. Now there is a challenge to your mind. Your mind is kept aside. It is a guided meditation. I have lent my mind to you. So what you're going to do when the breath is going deep, silent, and slow, it should remain deep, silent, and slow. But the moment the breath returns, you have to make a sound of Om, as if you are singing. Start doing it. Follow your own rhythm, as if everyone is singing based on its own. Yes, I like it. Continue, please. You follow your own rhythm. 1. You inhale deep, silent, and slow. There is no noise of the breath when the breath is going in. In the state of sensation, relaxation, and the stillness, can I say the stage is set for awakening? Follow your own rhythm the way you want to do it. And now do it mentally. The breath continues to be deep, silent, and slow. Even during the inhalation, you sing in your mind. You hear your own singing. Do you think, isn't it become totally self-oriented? You are with yourself through your mind. And when the breath comes out, continue the same Om mentally. Now check, become aware. You were doing it loudly. Is the rhythm of the Om that you are hearing inside your head is the same, rather better, qualitatively? You are there. I need not to worry. The synergy is achieved. In this guided meditation, as you know, I personalize the program even for a group, or based on the talk, what is required. So every week, we have very subtle changes in the program. Meditation is a journey, not a destination. Journey means that we continue to do the practice until the awakening to the peace takes place. Continue. You're singing with long inhalation and exhalation the sound Om. We can pick up other sounds also that we are going to do in the following sessions. One thing is sure, my friends, when you can move into peace and happiness here and now, you can be in peace and happiness anywhere. Why? Because you are learning from your own experiences. I'm just sitting here. No, stop this. Stop the breath. Also allow the breath to be normal. Continue to observe and watch the breath in the state of stillness of the body, how the breath returns on its own. Means that now the mind is not working on the breath. Okay? Last section, we work on the mind. How? Effortlessly, natural. The moment the breath goes in, look inside the forehead, drop the sound Om. Breath comes out, take the sound Om. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. That is the key. Because we have to work on the mind. We have not to work through the mind. The moment mind gets an order, okay, come on, work. It is ready to be crazy. So we're asking the mind, watch the breath going in. Just become aware of the head inside, drop home, come out, home. In the state of sensation, relaxation, in the stillness. It is something like in the midnight when the neighbors outside are quiet, calm. You experience the sense that silence outside. Why? The mind is clear. In that silence, you also perceive the silence inside. And you look inside the forehead and drop home. Now, only one change today. Look inside the heart. When the breath goes in and drop the same sound, Om, breath comes out, Om, Om, Om. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. We have told the mind that now we don't need you. Well, if you want to do something for the sake of doing, casually drop Om inside the heart with every breath going in and take it out every time the breath comes out. Don't start singing. When you start singing, your mind has taken over you. I'm not speaking in between. I'm still with you. Why? You are totally self-oriented now. Even the teacher is absent. Now look inside the belly. Every time the breath goes in, drop Om. Every time the breath returns, take the Om out. Om in, Om out. Om in, Om out. Naturally, effortlessly. I'm with you even when I'm not speaking. Observing you guys so that you succeed. Now doing nothing. Remain in the state of doing nothing. That state of doing nothing is liberating. It is something like you have left all the neighbors, reached your home, living inside. These neighbors, the world outside, body, breath, mind, thinker, emotions, possessions, relations. Don't start thinking that if I leave everything, you're changing the perception, you're awakening. You're learning how to allow that peace and happiness from inside to manifest in all these neighbors. The life becomes beautiful. Bring your awareness on the right palm, right hand. Bring your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the hands, place it in your eyes, open the eyes inside. The palms, know your experiences. We will share it. Bring the hands down. And let us share what happened. Why? Because you were learning from your experiences. We don't get that awareness even by reading. Reading, we get the information. Look at her. Today she says, then who am I really? I have explained it hundreds of times. It has nothing to do with lower or higher intellect. There is a reflection comes. And you know, I'm not the mind. Yes, I'm not the body. Yes. That is a wonderful state. Once you realize that it doesn't come by studying, reading all the books. It comes by inner self. How are you?
Me? Good, relax. Yeah, my mind was trying to get over a couple of times.
Yeah. But then again it left.
Yes.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good? Yeah, something is good. Chris, how are you?
Very relaxed.
Relax. Janet, how are you?
I'm very good. I just felt like a lot of tingling and
You are already regular in the practices, so it is going deeper. Don't you think so?
I think so.
Yeah, you're going deeper.
More often now.
Yeah. And it becomes very easy for you to settle and go. And you have already started doing while sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see the change.
Yeah,
We need not to force, whatever the way you like to do it. How are you?
Good.
Good. How are you? Excellent? Okay. And how are you?
Really good. It feels good to rest in that space.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. How are you, sir?
Sometimes going into sleep.
Yeah. Sometimes going to sleep. Yeah. It's okay. Sleep also gives us immense pleasure because we become nothing. We become, we totally become nothing from something. In sleep, you are not Marina. You are not Yaakov. So it's a good, gradually, when we progress doing the practices, sleep breaks on its own. How are you?
Very peaceful. Usually it's just blank, and when I close my eyes, I see movements. But this time, no movement.
No movement. Total still, quietness.